Well, g'day. We're just back from a 2-week adventure, kind of up north and then out west a bit. But I just thought before I'd wash this thing and put it all away, I've done quite a few Ks on some dirt roads, probably about 500 in total. And I've had a few questions lately in regards to the trailer, what it's like to tow, etc, and dust, and what modifications have been done internally, like electronics and water pumps, etc. So I might just go through that quickly before I wash it up and put it away. Got a bit of time left this afternoon, so yeah, let's do it. So yeah, as I just said, done about 500 k's on the dirt roads, and it's by and large towed pretty good. Now it's a little bit different when you fill it totally up, especially with like the water. I think it's about 120 or 100 litres of water. You definitely feel the extra weight in the Luxie, especially when the Luxie's full up with a few jerry cans, full fridge, full tank of fuel itself. So you do notice it, especially when it comes to an incline. But recently I've done some exhaust modifications to the Hilux to try to improve that. It has done quite, not considerably I'd say, but you can definitely notice it, especially going up a hill. You can kind of hold third gear rather than throwing it back to second on some grades of hills previously where you struggled and basically foot to the floor in second. You can kind of hold a nice RPM in third. But apart from that, yeah, you hardly notice it's there. I usually let the tyres down to about 32 anyway. A couple of times on this trip we've dropped the tyres in the Hilux and went down to about 28 in the trailer. And yeah, just that extra cushioning, especially with the suspension in the trailer, like that independent spring suspension. That's yeah, you don't even notice it bouncing around on the back of the car at all. So that's been pretty good. But apart from that, yeah, it's just those hills when you notice it, and you just got to bear in mind, like, which I do anyway, it's just a tad higher than the car, so any sort of overhanging branches on some tracks and stuff, I just kind of try to keep my mind on that and basically try not to rip the bloody tent open. So yeah, we were lucky enough to have a day of rain, or not really lucky, but in terms of washing, we had a day of rain a couple of days ago, so she got a bit of a free wash. It was covered in the red dirt, as you can expect. It looked like we'd been to Cape York, but we hadn't. We're gonna clean all this out and re-grease it. Bag's obviously filthy, cops all the dust. But on the dust especially, recently we've done a little modification. It's not the neatest on this drawer. Might show another one actually. It's all coming apart. But anyway, this pinch weld, I might glue that in. But again, my mate Keith has been giving me all these hot tips with all the modifications. And this is one he suggested, and it actually helps a hell of a lot with the dust. But the initial plan was, because of these edges, they're quite sharp. They're quite sharp and unfinished. They're kind of okay, but you can cut yourself, and both myself and Michelle have cut ourselves numerous times. We've put that on there, and yeah, it's stopped it. The only thing is, when you're reefing your gear out, because this isn't glued in, it's only quite thin, you tend to pull it out, as you just saw there. But yeah, we've done that to every door, and there you go. And you can see where the dust has been trying to get in, and basically it hasn't. My bloody Miyagi's there are already dusty, but yeah, there's no dust. So very minute if anything. But yeah, you can see tries to get in and just doesn't. So at this point in time, it's held up pretty well, and yeah, obviously prevents the cutting of the arms when you're reaching in, and also stops the dust. Only other thing too, with the door hinges, when they click around, they pull it out a little bit. So I'll definitely get onto gluing that in, so we don't have this problem constantly tucking these back in. But yeah, great modification on any of these trailers that they sell to you, and they don't finish off these pinch welds. Batteries are doing great. 13.2, we have driven all day, but she basically hasn't dropped below 12.9 since we got them installed in Townsville. They're a Century deep cycle, 2 of them, 120 amp hours. Cost us just under $400 each, and the batteries that we had in it, that I believe come from factory, The guys at Battery World there told us they'd never heard of them before, and they were made in 2014. We bought this trailer second hand. It was 2018 model, I believe, March or April it was registered, and yeah, and it's a 2014 battery in it, so that's pretty disappointing. Now, this is where I'd expect to have most of the dust. You can see on top here trying to get in, and yeah, again probably just a tiny bit down there, but overall pretty good. So this is the fridge that came with it, this 75 litre Evercool, and we actually thought it let us down, but it was the batteries. But anyway, so yeah, the back of it cops the most amount of dust, and apart from this little tear here, which is a tear in the seal just basically because of the fridge slide as it comes out and the door on it, you just got to make sure that door is completely open as you pull it out, otherwise you're going to damage that, and obviously it has over time. Up here, my little modifications on the cage. It's pretty dirty in there, but again, minimal dust. I haven't sealed this back section just so if I do wash it out, which I'm going to, the water can come out and drip off the back. But as for the rest of it, if I open it all up, you see the dust's been trying to get in, and then yeah, basically hasn't. So that's pretty good. That's just a bit of water. Yeah, just got dirt and grime from like floor mats and stuff in there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the camera will pick that up, but she's pretty clean in there considering. So those seals, I did try a few different things with the seals. I put on the middle first, just buy these from Bunnings, put these on the middle first and they broke away. So I put these ones on the front, and as you can see they seal up pretty good. When you pull the door back, it's clamped up nice. Doesn't look 100% neat, but it's stopping, I reckon, about 90% of the dust. So this one was the same. I put the seal to the outside, and this one here I put the seal to the inside, and it seals it really good. It makes it a bit hard to open, but because of that it's ripped it off just over this trip. So I'll rip all that off and put it to the outside of the door, just like the other two down this section, and it'll just clamp over that opening when I tighten that up. The tent, so we've used the tent a fair bit now. We're about 6 months in with the tent. As you can see, it's pretty dusty, so I'm about to clean it up there. Biggest qualm with it, these straps. As you can see, like, I've got to reef them down to try to get them to stick. If you don't, they come undone. They come undone a couple of times on us, but yeah, so we've really got to compact the tent down to get them cinched up nice. So what we're going to do is, and as you can see, it's starting to even break that one away. That'll pop through that little clamp soon. So I'm going to go down the canvas mob. I understand that you try to get most out of your material and that, but that's just not enough. Like that there should be coming right down here. There should be ample enough room in there to fold it up without with all your gear in it. We've got to take our pillows out, our big thick pillows. We still have 2 pillows and all our bedding in there, but like this bag's got plenty of room. You got another couple of inches on top of there, but they stinge on the tie down straps, which is pretty ordinary. But completely dust free every time we've opened it, and as you can see, it's copped a fair bit. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with the awning. We've been rolling lately. I have said I will jack that thing up, but we've been putting it up on the ramps under the tyre just to get it up a couple of inches, and that seems to do it, so that solved that problem. And apart from everything else, all went well. The shower tent went well. We used that a couple of times. Tony Renee's bin bag is brilliant. I reckon they're probably one of the best things we've added so far. So you don't have to leave the bloody rubbish in the back of the ute, which I hate. But yeah, I'll clean that off and see how she went, but the stone guard looks like it's held up. So yeah, pretty good shakedown for it. A couple of trips over the last few months that have done in excess of, I think this trip was just under 2,500 k's. The last trip was about 2,700 Ks. So I've had a really good run in with it this year, and starting to really nut out a few of the little issues, a few little problems, but basically making it do everything and quite comfortably. Still a work in progress, but I would say we're just about there. So one of the questions I've been asked recently is what sort of modifications to be done as far as power, the 12 volt system, and water pumps, etc. So it's pretty well known that the water pumps that come with these apparently are really underpowered. I wouldn't know. I think they're 3 litres a minute. When we bought this second hand, the person we bought it off, they had the 12 volt system upgraded and also the water pump. So in regards to the 12 volt system, the old wiring was actually still left in here for some reason. I don't know what. But in here we've got a projector charger, and that looks after the solar and the alternator input. Down here still got the factory little thing, which is actually, that's really dodgy. That's just like a piece of timber or something, and this one's just screwed straight through the floor. The screws you can actually see underneath the car, so underneath the trailer, so I'm going to get onto that and fix that. But in behind there, probably can't see it, in behind there is a upgraded water pump. Now, as I said, I'm pretty sure the factory ones that come with these trailers do 3 litres a minute. That one I believe is 12 litres a minute. So I'll whack it on and I'll just show you how it comes out on this tap, and see if you can make your own comparisons if you have one of these trailers, and how quiet it is. So yeah, that's pretty decent. And like, you can't even hear it, it's so quiet. So yeah, hardly makes any noise, especially when it's shut on that side. And basically, apart from that water pump upgrade, there's just been, yeah, as I said, the 12 volt upgrade. It's got all new wiring throughout. It's got extra SIG plugs. So we've got an Anderson plug fitted here for the fridge, a couple of SIG plugs there. We've got a all-weather Ando here. So that can be another solar panel or power out, but that has to be regulated, this one. On the front of the trailer, there's two Anderson plugs for solar, and that goes straight to the projector charger. So that'll manage your input for you, so you don't need a solar MPPT or whatever bloody hell they're called. And in this section, we've got one of these fancy battery monitor things, which it's a Victron Energy battery, smart battery monitor. Occasionally we hear it beeping at us or making some funny noise when it's like fully charged, but generally we don't really pay much attention to it. It can Bluetooth to your phone and you can get an app for it, but I haven't bothered with all that fancy stuff. And just up here we've got a couple of USBs and some more SIG plugs, so that's pretty good there. So there's plenty of power outlets. Let's see, as you can see there, that's come off here again, so definitely going to glue that stuff on. Outlets. And there's also been another one just down here in the kitchen, which has been put there. Now this door is the one that gets the most amount of dust in it, and I've been given a hot tip to get under the trailer and seal up any sort of pinch welds with some Sikaflex, because I think it's coming up from underneath the carpet in the welds. And yeah, as you can see, there's just a little bit of dust over the kitchen, but this is pretty much the only compartment that gets like a significant visual amount of dust once we've hit the dirt roads. So yeah, that's pretty much a rundown of the trailer. We have a 260 watt solar panel, just one of those solar blankets. Just a King's one, works all right, keeps it topped up, especially if you've got a nice sunny day. It pretty much charges straight away. We were going to upgrade this to lithium, just like the Hilux, but our hands were basically forced on that last trip when the batteries went dead. They must have dropped a cell or something, because yeah, once the fridge kicked in, it was reading 10.5 volts, So it got down as low as 9.6, and then the fridge would turn off and it'd be like back up to 12.5, so I couldn't work it out, but that's what they tell me, so they were done. So yeah, anyway, that's a little quick rundown on what sort of modifications have been done internally to the trailer, and a quick rundown on how we went on this trip and the last couple of trips as far as dust and things we've done to try to overcome those sort of problems in this thing. But I'm gonna get to washing it now and basically, yeah, get it all clean and ready for its next adventure, wherever that is. We've got no real plans on the horizon to take this out again, but we'll go a few weekenders and keep nutting it out and getting it ready for what we need to. But anyway, if you have any more questions, just hit us up, happy to answer them. And yeah, catch us in the next video.